Welcome, welcome. All right, all right. We got a couple minutes before we get started. So if you have something to write with, I suggest you get ready. You get your notebooks ready. If you don't have something to write with, get something to write with. Take some copious notes. There are usually three kind of people that land on a call like this. The ones who clicked the link by chance, the ones who knew exactly why they were coming, and the ones whose friend just could not stop inviting. Whichever one you are, I want you to thank that friend. Someone did that for me as well, and it changed everything, absolutely everything. Because the ones, because what you're seeing tonight isn't hype, it's real opportunity built on integrity and results, right? That's what this opportunity stands for. It's a new kind of freedom for everyday people. Now, before I hand it off, drop some fires in the chat, drop where you're from in the chat, say your name and where you're calling in from, because we are about to get started. Uh-oh, we got a boatload of people. Admit all. There we go. 48, 49, 50. We're going to make it to 100. Make it to 100 before we get started. Drop some fires in the chat. Drop some fires in the chat. And if you have not announced your name and where you're calling in from, please do so right now. We'll take a couple more before we get it going.
Mark Stewart from Los Angeles.
Hey, what up, Mark? Los Angeles is in the building. Welcome, welcome.
Recording in
Hi.
progress.
Andrea
All right.
Lopez from Los Angeles.
Hey, welcome, Lopez.
Major
Ryan
C
from
for
Pennsylvania.
Houston, Texas.
There we go. There we go.
Sandy,
All right.
Houston, Texas.
Texas is in the building.
Jessica
Ryan from
Downey.
Pennsylvania.
Pennsylvania. We'll take a couple more. We'll take a couple more before I get this started.
Sam Bean, Houston, Texas.
Hey, all right, Sam. That means we are getting started now. So now, before I hand it off, drop some fires in the chat. Before I welcome the man, the myth, the legend, our president. First and foremost, he's a husband, he's a father, he's a man of integrity. He's out in the trenches every single day, never asking anyone to do what he wouldn't do. He's the heartbeat of this movement, steady, strategic, and real. Family, help me welcome Mr. J.C. Rangel to the stage.
Wow. Ignacio, thank you very much, brother. Excuse me. Thank you very much for that introduction. I was wondering who were you going to bring up? I was like, maybe they made a mistake. I thought I was up today. So I appreciate the kind words, my friend, as always. And thank you for everything that you do, brother. A true leader, a true asset to this company. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to tonight's overview. My name is JC Rangel, and I am a co-founder and president of BYLD Network. And it is my absolute pleasure to be here with you today. On this beautiful day, I'm in California. The sun is about to set. And, we've had an amazing day, and some amazing and very exciting updates have come today. So with that being said, I'm going to take the next 20 minutes to 25 minutes. So 20 to 25 minutes, not a long time, to share with you some very powerful information. My recommendation, ladies and gentlemen, is that you take these next couple of minutes to really pay attention and put away all distractions. Because I promise you, new friend to new friend, I promise you that I'm going to share some information that is already changing a lot of people's lives, but not nearly as many lives as we're going to impact in the next decade with this particular company, with these particular services. So put your mental track shoes on, because I'm going to cover a lot of information in the next 20 to 25 minutes, but I promise you it'll be worth your time. They say that opportunity to create wealth comes around in a person's life 2 times. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I don't know if this is your first time or your second time, but I promise you this is one of those times. So maybe you already had an opportunity come to you sometime in your life, then this is a second. Maybe you never had an opportunity like that come into your life, and this is your first, and you have a second, if that statement is true. But what if the second comes 20, 30, 40 years from now? I don't know about you, but I wouldn't want to wait that long. So I promise you that these next 20 minutes are worth you paying attention to the information. So with that being said, let me go and share my screen. and we're going to get started with this information here. So once again, ladies and gentlemen, the name of our company is Build Network, and we show people and we help people how to build their mindset, their skill set, their network, and ultimately by building those things, how to build their net worth. Okay. Now I'm going to tell you a little bit about who we are. We are a home services and financial empowerment direct sales company. We are also a business building platform that equips you with the tools, tech, training, and the support to thrive in today's competitive business world. But I'll also tell you what we are not. We are not a one-size-fits-all direct sales model. We've got a couple of verticals that attract a variety of different people. And you're going to see as we move on with this presentation. So here's the opportunities that we look for, right? As a business platform, we ask ourselves the question, what are the opportunities that people should be looking for to thrive in today's competitive business world? And one of them is essential services. Why is that? Because it's transfer spending. If we are offering people a better solution on services they're already spending money on, and we save them money on those essential services that they have to consume regardless, well, guess what? They're already spending money on it. And if you provide a better solution for less money, you can position yourself to make great money. The next one is Web3. There's a whole new version of the internet out there that is currently being created with blockchain, crypto, and decentralized finance. You want to be at the forefront of that. The next one is AI, which is a job killer. The next one is reoccurring revenue models. Do you notice that everything has a subscription nowadays? Everything has a subscription. I remember I used to do Microsoft PowerPoint, right? You paid for it. It was like $300 one time. Now it's a subscription model. Everything. YouTube has a subscription. You don't want commercials? You pay a subscription. How about you having a business that has reoccurring revenue, a subscription model? Okay, we're going to share that with you today. And then finally, data is the new currency. So let's get into it. So we live in the subscription era. I think that the average person that's on here today has multiple of these services here, and even some that are not listed on here. As a matter of fact, they say that the average person has 6 to 12 subscriptions, and most of us have subscriptions that we are paying for every single month, and we don't even realize that we're paying for them, right? Most people are paying for stuff, and if they really look at their bank account, they realize, oh my goodness, I can't believe I'm still paying for this. So the biggest companies in the world, look at Netflix. They just crossed over 300 million subscribers, right? Okay, that's great for them. What about us? Well, you are going to learn about a subscription, ladies and gentlemen, a membership, if you will. As a matter of fact, an exclusive membership that instead of costing you money and costing you time, can make you money and time, can get you back more money and more time. A subscription that is significantly more valuable and powerful than any of these subscriptions that you see on the screen and any subscription that you're currently paying for right now. And we're going to learn about that here. So this is our core membership offering. First of all is our Build Academy. We're going to spend a lot of time on our Build Academy here. This is where we show people about trading the markets, whether it be the stock market, the futures market, the crypto market, the Forex market. Okay. We're going to also talk about our premium travel club, how you could travel at wholesale and even travel for free by being a part of this exclusive network of entrepreneurs that get premium travel. Because listen, I think one of the bucket lists for most people, I don't care who it is, I think most people in their deathbed, one of the things that they wish for the most is that they traveled more. Well, what if you were a part of a club that not only learned how to make money together, but made money together and traveled the world together? The next one is disruptive Web3 opportunities. We partner with the most disruptive opportunities out there. Right now, one of our products that we're very excited about is Zeta. And then finally, our essential services agency. So let's get into our Build Academy first, ladies and gentlemen. We teach you everything from smart money. This is the stuff, ladies and gentlemen, that we should have been taught in school. You know, how to establish good credit, how to be your own bank, how to use your dollar twice. Imagine those things, right? How to establish good credit and how to get business credit. There's so much money out there available for people that people have no idea, right? So that's the Smart Money Club. The Web3, everything for blockchain, crypto, DeFi, DePIN, RWAs, and NFTs. But the one we're going to spend a lot of time on today, ladies and gentlemen, is mastering the markets. Forex market, crypto, futures, options market, and training and hands-free trading options as well. We also have AI mastery and real estate investing in our platform. But once again, what's most exciting is that middle one, the mastering the markets. So let me give an example. Let's talk about the Forex market first. It is a $7 trillion market traded daily in the Forex market, and it works 24 hours a day, and it's worldwide. There is a lot of money. Here's what happens when we put our money in the bank. Once the sun goes down and they close, guess what? They're using your money, they're using my money, and they're trading in the markets. They're using your money and my money and making a ton of money in the markets. It's not like the money just sits in the bank. It doesn't do that. They are significantly smarter than most people give them credit for, these bankers, right? And I think we can all agree. I think we all know, obviously, they do something with our money, right? But they don't just do something with our money during the day when they lend it out to other people for cars or for mortgages or for whatever the case may be. When the market closes, when the day is over, they're trading in the Forex market, and most people don't know that. What if you have the opportunity to do like the banks do as well, to learn how to trade the market? So we have not only education, but hands-free options for trading the Forex market. We're going to get into that. Also, the crypto market. This one's coming very, very soon. How to trade cryptocurrencies. I've been in the cryptocurrency world since 2013. I bought my first Bitcoin in 2013. Ladies and gentlemen, one of my favorite quotes was by George Foreman. George Foreman famously said, "Your network determines your net worth." Your network, the people you surround yourself with, your network will determine your net worth. Ladies and gentlemen, that is a very true statement. We are a business club of entrepreneurs that have specialties in certain areas. These are some of the areas that we have specialties in. The reason why I was able to get started in the crypto market was because I had people that were significantly smarter than I was. See, here's one thing I learned, ladies and gentlemen. If you're the smartest person in the room, you are in the wrong room. If you are the smartest person in the room, you are in the wrong room. Let's keep going. Also, the futures market, $30 billion traded daily in the futures market, options as well. So we have experts in these fields. Matter of fact, let's take a look at some of the experts. So our experts have live trading and training sessions. Don't confuse those two words. Live trading sessions and training sessions. So not only do they train us on the markets, maybe you want to learn Forex. We got Mr. Donnie Pips. Maybe you want to learn the excuse me, the options market. You've got Mrs. Roxy Castellanos. Maybe you want to learn the futures market. We got Mr. Jessiel, right? So here's what happens. They get on, our members get on, and they're not only training us, but they're training us while they are actually trading the markets. And they have the tools and the experience. And let's say you missed a live session, guess what? They're all recorded and they're available in your academy. And these are proven experts. We don't mess around and go and, get people that we don't know that are not vetted. We only use the vetted experts out there. And our people, guess what? They're experiencing the results. As a matter of fact, some of you members that have already experienced these results, if you could please put it in the chat. If you've got some positive results from working with these experts, right? So, ladies and gentlemen, we're talking about earn while you learn. The beautiful thing that I loved about the trading business, ladies and gentlemen, is that with access to Wi-Fi and a laptop, I could be anywhere in the world and have the ability and the skill set to make a living, or to at the very least earn some money. Because am I saying that everybody's going to make a full-time living from this? Absolutely not. I want to make that abundantly clear. And I have to do that because, number one, we want to be 100% compliant. Does everybody that start golf become a professional or become good? No, of course not. It all depends on our efforts, how much we really want it, how much we study, how much we actually try. But we give you the experts with the knowledge, and it is available to our members, which is very, very exciting. Then we've got the Einstein scanner as well. So these are algorithms that help you find the potential trade ideas in the different markets. So basically it does 70% of the work for you. Our scanner is called the Einstein scanner because it's a genius. So once you start to learn the markets, guess what? You don't have to just do it on your own. You've got these scanners that show you the proper patterns in order for you to profit from the markets, right? So extremely impressive, right? Our results are phenomenal. But one of the things for compliance reasons that's important to say as well is that past results never are indication of future results, right? What do I mean? Number one, you've got to be compliant, right? We have to let you know that that's the case, right? Even though our experts have many years of a track record, do things happen in the markets? Of course they do. I remember my mother, she bought a home in 2006. She lost that same home in 2008 because a market turned, right? Those kind of things happen, right? But I've been involved in the trading space, right? In offering services like this since 2013 is when I got started in this space for the first time. And we've grown some very, very big teams. And the reason why is because this is a very, very exciting product and service that we offer, right? And then lastly, on the trading side, we've got our Omni Trading app. When you become a member of our services, which I'm going to mention the packs available, you now have access to download our Omni app, which this unlocks trading. So it's a set it and forget it solution for people on the go. So maybe you don't want to learn. Maybe you don't have the time to learn to trade. Maybe you don't have to, or you don't want to. It's not your thing to get on the trading sessions and learn how to trade, but you would like the benefits. Well, guess what happens? Our Omni Trading app connects to our expert traders. They place the trades and it copies on your account. We only use, by the way, US regulated brokers. It is 100% compliant to do that. You do have to go through a little certification course, right, that shows you how it works and what the expectation should be. But this is 100% hands-free. Once again, we only use vetted expert traders, and you have the option to learn to trade if you want. So what I tell people is this is how you turn your smartphone into an asset. As a matter of fact, I told one of my friends the other day, I said, if your smartphone does not make you money, you don't have a smartphone, you have a dumb phone, right? Because I want the ability to be able to earn money. If other people are doing that, why can't I? Well, this is one of the main services that we offer. So switching gears, ladies and gentlemen, again, we are I call this the ultimate business and lifestyle membership. So here's where we come into the lifestyle. You have your premium travel agency. So you have your own portal. This is your private booking engine with behind the curtain pricing. So this is wholesale pricing on over 1 million properties globally. You can save up to 70% on your own travel. So here's a couple of examples, right? New York Millennium Hotel saving $410 per night. Rome, Italy, saving $146 per night. Venice, Italy, $150 per night. And we've got Miami, we've got Las Vegas, we've got Los Angeles, we've got all over the world. Again, over 1 million properties worldwide. We literally, ladies and gentlemen, could have a company just with this service alone. We could literally have a company just with our trading services alone, just with those services alone. But we have so much value in our membership, okay, that we're in that situation, right, where we can have one company with one of those verticals. And there's companies that have done significantly well with just a travel option, the way that we have travel, right? So to wrap this up, ladies and gentlemen, on the services side, when you are a member of our company, you own your own essential services agency. Does this mean that you have to become an expert and learn how to sell these things? Absolutely not. This means that we, the company, has the experts in the solar space, in the security space, in the alkaline water filtration space, internet, mobile services. So let's say throughout the year, you know 1 or 2 people that are buying a new home or moving to a new apartment. Guess what? Do they need internet? Yes. Connect them. That's an average of $100 to $300 commission. Do they need a home security system? Connect them. Let our experts close the sale for you. That's a $400 to $700 commission. Maybe they need solar. 40% of people that buy a new home put a solar system. That's a $6,000 to $8,000 commission. Now, if you decide to build a team as your team grows and they consume these sales and they make these sales, guess what happens? You also earn overrides if you decide to build a team. That is an option as well. So this is just one of the member benefits. As a matter of fact, this is so good that every Thursday we have a business overview for professionals with an emphasis on our essential services brokers. We recruit so many real estate professionals and CPAs and roofers and loan officers because these people say, wait a minute, I'm leaving a lot of money on the table. Every single one of my customers that, let's say he's a realtor. Every single one of my customers is going to get their internet connected. I'm leaving $300 to $400 on the table. They're going to get a home security system connected. I'm leaving $500 to $700 on the table. Solar system, right? My point is that there's a lot of options. That's why we are a business platform. We are not a one-trick pony company. So let's start talking about the money. There's 7 ways that we get paid, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not going to break everything down in detail, but I'm going to cover a few of them, right? So first and foremost, our membership starts at $99 per month. So I'm going to show you the residual income based off of the $99 membership, which, by the way, it goes up from there. Okay, so you can hit these ranks and these incomes a lot faster with these other memberships, right? So let's say first and foremost, the basic membership is $99 per month with a refer for, pay no more. So imagine having your own BYLD business, your own essential services agency, all of the benefits that come with that membership, right? And if you refer for, you pay no more. But here's what happens. You have 2 teams. You have let's call it a left team and a right team, right? So let's say your left team reaches 6 members, not 6 members you referred, but maybe you referred Johnny and Johnny introduced a couple of folks. And maybe you introduced Mark and Mark introduced a couple of folks. Johnny on your left team, Mark on your right team, and your team organically grew to 6 members on each team. The company now starts to send you a $250 monthly residual income. Okay. Now here's what happens. As your team grows to 18 and 18, you're now making $700 per month. As it continues to grow, 40 and 40, 1,500, 100 and 100, $3,500 per month. That doesn't include any commissions on any sales you make. That doesn't include the commissions for everybody you personally introduce to the network, to the company. These are extra commissions. We're not even talking about that. What if you've got a team, you reach a builder 3,500. Your team grew to 100 members on the left team and 100 members on the right team. You didn't bring those 100. You might have brought a few and they brought a few and it grew to 100 members. But let's say those people, maybe some of them sold an internet service. Maybe some of them sold a solar system. Maybe some of them sold a security system, a water system, whatever the case may be. You are earning broker overrides on all those sales in your organization in addition to your residual income. And these are services available across America. Our trading and travel services are available worldwide. Our essential services are available in America. And as you can see, the top position, ladies and gentlemen, is Executive 500. That is $500,000 per month. The biggest team I've ever built in my career in this industry, ladies and gentlemen, is 120,000 people. 120,000 people. This is nowhere near 120,000 people. And let me tell you something, I was not making close to what the potential is here. We've got a tremendous opportunity. I tell people, look, most people want to most people, would like to have more money and more time. Can we agree? Most people would like to have more money and more time. But here's what it takes. It takes money and time invested into something to generate you more money and time. Well, we created a tremendous subscription, a tremendous business platform to show people how to thrive in the markets, to show people how to thrive in life, to build people up. And if you introduce that opportunity to other people, which is optional, maybe some of you guys may be looking at this and say, look, I don't want to introduce anybody. I just want to use the services. I want to learn how to trade the markets. I want to develop a skill so I can make some additional income from the comfort of my home, from my laptop, or anywhere with Wi-Fi. Maybe I want to go to Cancun for a week and I want to learn to trade. And while I'm in Cancun, I'm trading. That's cool. Maybe that's your motivation. That's great. Maybe you're somebody who says, look, I'll just refer my 4 so I get all these services for free and I'm good to go. Okay, awesome. That's okay. But I'll tell you this much though. I've had a lot of people say that to me. Hey, I'm going to refer a couple of folks, JC, to get my 4 pay no more. And then I'm not referring anybody else. Then they get excited because their people get excited and they're getting the results. And then they say, you know what? I'm going to tell a couple more people. So before you know it, they're building a team. And not only that, it doesn't hurt. Let's say you hit Builder 700 and you've got an extra $700 per month coming in. Maybe that pays your car note. Maybe that pays, a third of your rent or mortgage, right? Maybe it does, right? And then guess what people want to do? They say, hey, well, you know what? I'm not that far away from Build Your 1500. Why don't I tell a couple more folks? Why don't I get trained? The company has all these trainings available to show me how to build a business. Why don't I get involved a little bit more? And if that's you, great. We've got an opportunity for you. So how do you get started, ladies and gentlemen? There's 3 options. Option number 1, you can get started as a builder. $199 month 1 and $99 per month. That gives you everything we talked about here today. And the trading that you get is the educational trading on the options side, right? You've got those trading options. But maybe you want to be an elite builder. An elite builder, you have access to the Build Academy trading education. You have access to Omni, which is the app that does the auto trading that copies on your account. By the way, the money is in your own account. It is in your own broker account. We do not touch your money. You open up a broker account, you deposit your money into your own broker account. You do not send the money to the company. You put it into your own broker account, you connect your Omni app, you get 3 strategies, okay? And then you have the Einstein scanner only for the Forex. Now, the Apex Builder this is the one, and by the way, the Elite Builder is $499 and $149 per month. Then the Apex Builder this is for the people that are the most serious. This is for those that say, hey, listen, I want to get started with the big pack. I want, when I introduce people, for them to get started with the big pack, which, by the way, the commissions you earn are bigger, right? With these $200 commission when every Apex you sell, a $100 commission every Elite that you sell. So, there's upfront money on that as well. That one gives you the Build Academy, the Omni app with 7 strategies, 7 trading strategies instead of 3. And you get the Einstein scanner for all the markets, for the Forex, for the crypto, futures, and stocks market. So you get everything, right? And that's $199 per month. $9.99 one time, and then starting month 2, $199 per month. Now, once again, remember, refer 4, pay no more. So as long as you refer 4 people on the same membership or greater than the membership you have, now your benefits are waived. Your fees are waived. So let's say you get started as an Apex Builder and you've got 4 people that you personally introduced on that $199 membership. As long as those people are paying their $199 membership, your membership fees are waived. So ladies and gentlemen, to wrap this up, we have our Aventi anniversary trip. At the end of the year, once you've paid your membership 12 months in a row, okay, you get an anniversary trip, which is valued anywhere from $2,000 to $5,000. We've got one of 3,000 locations. We're talking about 4, 4.5, and even 5-star resorts or casinos, right? Costa Rica, Greece, Thailand, Mexico, a bunch of places in the US and a bunch of other places. You actually get an anniversary trip that is actually worth more than what the membership costs you throughout the year, okay? Now, to wrap this up, ladies and gentlemen, we do have a relationship, as I mentioned, and we're not going to break this down here today, but we have a relationship with some powerful projects. One of them is a Web3 project called Zeta. It is a decentralized data mining project, which is extremely exciting. Data is a new currency. And when you are a part of this company, you're going to learn about exciting opportunities like Zeta. We don't have a lot of time today, so we're not going to cover that here today, ladies and gentlemen. But my recommendation is get together with the person that invited you today and let them know, hey, I want to get started. There's 3 kinds of people. There's A, B, and C. The first person in A stands for action, application. Where's the application? How do I sign up? I want to get started on whatever pack you want to get started on. Okay. Contact the person that invited you. They'll send you a link to get started, right? The second person is somebody that says, hey, I am interested, but I've got a couple of questions. And if that's you, ladies and gentlemen, get together with the person that invited you and they'll get your questions answered. And last is the C person. The person C says, hey, I just want to be a customer, right? Awesome. They're going to show you how to be a customer, ladies and gentlemen. Get together with them and they're going to show you how to become a customer. With that being said, I'm very happy that you guys decided to spend the day here with us. I went a little bit over. I went 25 minutes because we started 5 minutes after the hour. So I kept my word on that. Get together with the person that invited you, ladies and gentlemen, and I'll see you at the top or from the top. Take care.